Okay, so today is September 1st, 2019. That means that today is time to shoot the chance procedures for the final installment in this series, 11 months and 4 days. So this is the 12th month in a row, the 12th first of the month in a row that I'm coming to you with the first video, but today's going to be a combined video of all the chance procedures. So to start off with, normally on the first, I would be doing the procedures for where and when I'll be performing. This month is different. The plan was always to end on September 5th. That's where the name came from. 11 months plus 4 days would complete the entire journey. Specifically, September 5th, 1912 was John Cage's birthday, so that seemed like a good enough time as any to finish. The where is kind of special. If you go back through this playlist, you'll notice several times I tried to perform in one of the halls in the campus where I work, and was thwarted by various acts of human incompetence on my part, and then other acts of nature, and those are listed on the YouTube videos. There's kind of a description that says why I was forced to go somewhere else. But for this month, it seemed appropriate that after all this time of performing out in nature, performing in hallways, stairwells, all sorts of places, that the final performance would actually be in a concert hall. So that room is reserved already. There should be no problems with that. The only thing is, in the true nature of this project, I will find a place not on stage, so somewhere in the gallery in the seats, as opposed to on a stage in a traditional fashion. So with that out of the way, with the where and the when out of the way, let's take care of, for the last time here, the structure of this month's performance of John Cage's composed improvisation for Snare Drum Alone. So to start off with, I need 2 timestamps. And what I've pulled out are 2:30 and 4:30. Okay, so I need 2 more stamps, anything after 2:30. And I've pulled out 3:15 and 1:15. So 1:15 needs to go away. I'm just keeping 3:15 though. Pulling another one out, and I pulled out 6:15. That's a very evenly spaced performance this time. So 3:15 and 6:15. Okay, so with those timestamps, that means the first movement is going to be from 0 to 2 minutes and 33 seconds. The final movement will be from 6:15 to 8. And the middle movement will be a starting point of 2:30, anywhere from 2:30 to 3:15, and ending anywhere from 4:30 to 6:15. All right, so for the past 12 months, 11 months-ish, whatever, I've been keeping timestamps in this bowl. They are going bye-bye, and for this month, instead of using random.org or any of the other sites I've used, I'm going to use some older methods. So for starters, I've got some written numbers, and that is how I'm going to decide how many events will occur within these 3 movements. And I'm not going to replace any of them, so I'd kind of like it, so I wanted it for the 3 movements to each have a different number. So the first movement, first piece of paper I'm picking, first movement will have 8 events. I accidentally just peeked at them, so I got to make sure I really shuffle them. The second movement will have a whopping 2 events. And the third movement will have 3 events. So I'll go 8, 2, and 3. So it'll be an action-packed first movement. Okay, so to take care of how many ikti for each of these movements, I have done a random integer set generator for 1 to 64. Didn't want to just waste time with that, but I'm going to waste a little time today with actually flipping a coin. Just for fun's sake, because hey, why not? I'm going to use this euro coin here I found in my desk. Let's use this side as, let's say this side is not more than and Vitruvian Man is going to be not less than. Seems oddly appropriate. So the numbers here are 44, 19, 12, 25, 51, 35, 44, 63, 10, 59, 45, 59, 33. So here we go. Heads, tails, heads, tails. Let's, again, not more than and not less than. So first one is not more than. This one is not less than. Not more than. Not more than. That was kind of a poor flip. Hopefully at this point, Mr. Cage would not be too mad at me. Not less than. Not less than. Not more than. Woohoo! Almost lost it. Not more than. Just writing notes to myself here so I can remember these all later. Oh! I'll have to keep that. For anyone who's still watching these, yes, hit myself in the face with a coin. Not less than. Not more than. Not more than. Last one. Not less than. So I didn't realize how many of these were massive numbers this time. I'll actually have to do some counting this month. So that is, in the first movement, 8 events, not more than 44, not less than 19, not more than 12, not more than 25, not less than 51, not less than 35, not more than 44, not more than 63. I can read my own handwriting there. Second movement, not more than 10, not less than 59. Third movement, not more than 45, not more than 59, not less than 33. All right, so next thing is what I'm going to strike the drum with. Now I've pumped into a list generator here every single thing I can think of that I have used to strike the snare drum thus far in this entire project, which of course is going to be more than 8. But I'm going to use the list randomizer it's going to put it in order. In the first 8, those are the 8 I'm going to use this month. And those are, slow internet, castanet, hot rod, timpani mallet, snare drum stick, ruler, bell mallet, hinger stick, and brush. Okay, so those are my 8, and let's get the sets. And it's going to be number, comma, number, so that's going to be left hand and then right hand. Okay, so that's going to be 8, 9, 1, 9, 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 3, 5, 8, 5, 6, 3, 4, 8, 9, 1, 8, 2, 9, 2, 6, 6, 7. I'll tell you what that is in just a second. So what that means is the first 8 events, all in the first movement: brush hand, castanet hand, castanet hot rod, castanet snare drum stick, castanet timpani mallet, ruler brush, ruler bell, mallet, timpani mallet, snare drum stick. Second movement, brush hand is the first, castanet brush is the second. Third movement, hot rod hand, hot rod bell mallet, and then bell mallet, and the good old hinger stick. Just a couple more things here. So snare drum, snares on or snares off. So let's flip this again. This side is going to be snares on. This side is going to be snares off. First movement is on. Second movement. Let's just flip that again. Just, jeez. Oh, you didn't know you were paying for a comedy show. There we go. Snares on again. Third and final movement. That was not a flip. I'm getting worse as the night's going on. Snares on. So it's going to be a snare drum affair. Snares on the entire time. Okay, just because flipping this thing is so much fun, I'm going to use this. Somehow my page got flipped down. To ask the question, am I putting anything on the head? So first things first, I'm gonna ask yes or no. Am I putting something on the head for these movements or not? So yes, it's gonna be here, no, it's gonna be there. I'll try to not drop them this time. So will I be covering the head for the first movement? Yes, okay. Second movement? Yes. Third movement? No. Nothing on the third movement. So, for the other two movements, I have pumped into a list here some ways to cover it, something with plastic, something with paper, a half towel, a full towel, and put that into a randomizer. And so it gave them numbers. Towel half is 1, plastic is 2, full towel is 3, paper is 4. So let's use a random number generator here. And so for movement 1, I have a 1. So that means it's going to be a half towel. And then for the second movement, it is going to be pumped out the same number. Let's not do that. We're going to mess with the gods a little bit here and come up with a different number there. Number 4, which is paper. So it's going to be a half towel on the first movement, paper on the second movement, nothing on the third, snares on the whole time. And that's it. That's my final construction. Look for that. So that's Thursday, September 9th will be the performance. I'll be performing first thing in the morning, and then I have a full day of teaching. So that probably won't be, the video probably won't come out until that evening. Once that's done, there might be one more little treat in store. But other than that, this has been a pleasure, whether a lot of people watch or not. It's been a real joy once a month knowing, hey, it's time for me to start thinking about John Cage again. And I hope if you've watched some of these videos that you've gotten a kick out of it too. Thanks for watching.